Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex, and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today I'm an Uber driver. I've got a nice, cute little couple, just look at them, sleepy heads, having a nice little sleep in the back there. So today, what I'm actually going to do, it's not Uber driving, that was a terrible joke. What I'm actually doing today is looking at some of the new cars that were added in the latest update. These are going to be spread over one car per video. There's 4 new cars in this latest update, and today I thought I would start with the new Infernus. Now when I say new, it's new to the game, but actually it's a remake of the classic Infernus from the original GTAs. Whoa, sorry about that, sir. So if we just pull in over here, I'm going to spawn one in and check it out. But before we get into all of that, there's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. So here we are. Look at this. This is the new Infernus. Now, the body shape is definitely inspired from the Lamborghini Diablo, very much so. In fact, the back bit, this little bit here, this little ridge thing, is very Lamborghini Diablo-esque. And the wheels are also very Lamborghini, and the shape is very Lamborghini. It's also got feels like a little touch of XJ220 in there, just a little bit. But on the front, it looks very much like a Ferrari Testarossa. It's an interesting combination. On the inside, let's go to the inside, this looks very Lamborghini as well. Look at this. I like it when Rockstar actually add in proper new interiors, because they've been very sort of lazy with interiors in some of the recent updates. But this is all new. It's all cool. Look at all that. There we go. We've got a very high mileage car, actually. 135,000 miles. Got our CD player here. We've got all of our switches going on. This is a 5-speed gearbox in the sort of like awesome classic style. That's very Ferrari as well. Not sure if Lamborghini had something like that. And also these switches here. Look at those. This is really old school. So this is based on the original sort of Infernus that we got. I can't remember what one this would be similar to, but this is definitely sort of like the older games. We also had the older versions of these cars. They basically remade that as a modern version for GTA 5. And there's also some mods that we can do. So today I will be modifying it. So let's just go and check out the doors look underneath. Let's go for the hood, which is actually the back, and the trunk, which is actually the front. So on the back here, we have a full little 3D engine. There isn't much to see. There's only the top part that's really detailed, and these sort of a couple of little pipes here, and underneath is just a simple texture. But you know, they've put in the effort where it's needed, and they've sort of, you know, skimped out where it's not exactly that important, and that looks pretty cool. And then on the front, we've even got the proper like opening that way boot, which I think is pretty cool. And then you can see we've got a very tiny little bit of boot space there. And also, I assume we've got pop-up headlights, right? Yes, we do. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. I love that. Let's just go back to this view and have a look. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I don't remember when Rockstar started doing that, but they haven't done too many pop-up headlights. That is cool. In fact, is this the first time that we've had this in GTA 5? I'm pretty sure the Hakumai, which I've added from the GTA 4 pack thing, you actually have to run a script to get that to work. So I assume Rockstar have now added that in, unless I'm wrong and you guys can tell me if they've added another car in beforehand with that, and in which case, leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know which car that is. But I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've had an update with proper pop-up headlights. See, there's the Hakumai right there. That's the one that has the pop-up headlights that you need the script for. Whereas this one, it's all instant. Oh, I just noticed it's just popped the thing back down. That's odd. Right, let's just go and find a nice place to modify this and see what we can do to it. So as this feels quite Miami Vice-like, I thought I would park just relatively near to the beach so we can modify this thing. So, let's jump into menus customs. Of course, this is in single player, for those of you wondering. I will put mod links in the description below on how you can spawn this car into single player, because I am not playing online in this video. So I will be doing this all sort of like without the garage and out in the light, because it's so much better modifying it here than just going indoors and doing it inside a garage. So let's just get a repair vehicle, and let's go to menus customs. So we've got nothing in the lowrider mods. We've got no sort of livery extras or anything like that, unless they are included, but they're just not sort of added with menus yet. But I'm just going to assume that there are no liveries with this car. On the wheels, I want to keep it in this wheel here, because that is the proper Lamborghini wheel. It's a shame we can get it just a little bit bigger, But I'd say those wheels are pretty much perfect. Maybe on the second build I do of this, I'll actually try different wheels and see if we can make something completely different. But for now, let's just try and make this sort of Lamborghini-ish. So moving on then to the spoiler, which I think right now, without the spoiler, is probably the best it's going to look, but maybe I can be wrong. So we have the classic spoiler, which isn't too bad. I'm pretty sure that's what it would have on a Diablo. That's really nice looking. In fact, doesn't a Diablo... Didn't some of them just go spoilerless? I can't remember how the Diablo looks now. My mind's just drawn a blank. So then we have the classic, then we have the mid-level spoiler, then we have the muscle killer wing. Oh my god, look at the size of that. That is cool. Then we have the mid-level GT wing, the carbon wing. These are sort of like the wings you would get on other cars that they've just sort of planted this in as sort of like an afterthought, I think. Including the extreme downforce BGW, which is probably the most iconically massive wing that you can get for GTA 5. Now, I definitely don't think... Look at that. That looks like a clown car. That looks absolutely stupid. I'm not going to go for it. That's sort of like pushing on the edge, but it doesn't suit the car. I'm going to go for a nice classic spoiler on this one. On the skirts, we have the stock. Then we have the primary, which is just nice a little bit. Then we've got the same in the secondary colour. And then we also have the same in carbon. I'm just going to go for nice, simple... In fact, because this is 80s... I'm going to go somewhat two-tone and have that as a secondary colour. Maybe we'll go back and change it to primary later if we can't get a good colour combo. On the exhausts, let's go around to the back here. Where's the exhausts? There they are. We have the stock. We have the chrome tip. We have the titanium tuner exhaust. Again, as I said many times in my videos, not really a fan of Rockstar's titanium textures. They are just too much blue, too much of everything. Not a fan. And then we have these little ones as well. I'm just going to go for the chrome tip. Just a nice sort of, like, a little bit of a modernization, a little bit shiny, a little bit bigger than the stock ones. Although the stock ones are pretty shiny and everything anyway. See, they are quite old school though. Actually, I'm going to keep this old school because I am going to do two builds. So I'm going to leave the custom, well, the chrome tip exhaust for the next one, I think, and keep this one sort of really cool and old school style. So moving on to chassis, we've got fins, which are going to be... it's this bit on the side. Okay, so we have the stock, then we have the primary colour fins, the secondary colour fins, and the carbon fins. Then we have these gills right here, primary colour gills, secondary colour gills, and carbon gills. Now, they look sort of similar to this, which makes me think that stylistically the gills are going to look more suited, but they do look more modern. The fins are the far more classical look. That is so much more 80s style. So I'm just going to go for the primary colour fins on this one. Or maybe we can go secondary. I might change that later. On the grille, we have the primary colour splitter, which is it's actually just front bumper where it says grille. So we have this little splitter here. Then we have that in the secondary colour. Then we have the carbon version. And then we have this just a race splitter. Do you know what? That's actually quite nice. I think I'm going to leave that for the next one, though, when we make the slightly more extreme one. And for now, I'm just going to go for the secondary colour on that one as well. On the fenders, colour block. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let's have another look here. I can't see what that is exactly. Hang on. It says block. Does that mean it's the engine? Can I just sort of like get in here and see if... Hang on. Let's see if this is right. Aha! It is. Okay, so I'm going to go for the primary colour on that one. That's a shame. Why don't we have a bit where we can take that off? Unless that's... Oh, look. Okay, roof. Remove engine cover. Right. I got it. Okay. So we can remove the engine cover. Or we can use the louver. Oh. Okay. Or the secondary colour louver or the carbon louver. I'm going to use the louver for the next one, maybe. Actually, do you know what? Let's go for the secondary colour louver on that one. Then we'll just remove it for the more extreme one. Let's just make this as 80s as we can get. And that's going to suit just fine. Then on the engine, it's just a case of upgrading that, upgrading the brakes. Let's get a race brakes, transmission, race transmission, suspension. Let's see how much of a drop we can get out of this. So we just go down. It's not bad. There's the comparison. There's a little bit of a drop there. And then we've also got neons, doors, windows. Let's go for a simple sort of light smoke on that one. It's a shame we can't have extra colours, isn't it? I would have liked to have had. Mind you, we've got limo, green. Oh, see, that doesn't actually have the option of green, does it? It doesn't look green or anything. Let's just keep that as a light smoke. So this vehicle also has no extras, but we can stick on a turbo, and that's pretty much done. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to try and find some colors, and let's see if I can get a better looking car. Okay, so maybe I can go for a Miami Vice look. I've gone for the Fiesta Pink. I was actually thinking of going like hot pink or something like that. See, red works because that looks like a Ferrari front end, which just makes it look so much more Ferrari-like. But I'm very curious to see what will happen if we do this, and then we try to find a matching blue for like a Miami Vice theme. This could go horribly wrong, though. So here we go, running through the blue. Saxon blue. Oh, my God. This is... It is just the worst color scheme ever. But I don't know, surf blue. It's just a little bit too pale. Racing blue sort of works. Ultra blue. Oh, my God. What happens if we go ultra blue, then go for the deeper pink on this one? Let's just go back to the other one that was just before the hot pink. Oh my God, this is stupid. This was supposed to be the serious one. I don't know what I've done. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Let's try something else. So what I could do is just something really basic if this is going to be the simple and nice looking one. So I might just go for like that, and then just sort of like a darker color on the bottom here. So like a light grey or a light, what is it? It's like a silver that I've put on this. So it looks nice just like that. But if we just go for a dark steel or a black steel, it just sort of complements it and looks really nice. Or maybe we can actually go for matte on this one, because this is supposed to be like plastic extras. So we can go for like a matte grey. Oh, see, now that works. That works. I like that. I really like that. So let's get a Premier again. I just want to see if we can get something even better. Something like a white. That's nice. I'm liking it. In fact, we could probably find that most colours, see, the purple, it always works. In fact, as we don't do blue that much, how about we just go with this ultra blue? It's an interesting look. Goes nice with the matte grey. I'm sort of feeling it. In fact, let's just go for blue. That's more of a sort of 80s colour. We don't want anything too out there. That's that one. Done. So there wasn't actually anything that we could change on the interior, which is a huge shame. But other than that, got some really nice tuning options with this one. But now it's time to make something that's a little bit more extreme looking. And interestingly, the one it's just spawned in is pretty much the same colour. I don't know if that's just a coincidence or not, but they just look so good in blue. So let's just make this one a little bit more extreme. So let's just actually change the wheels this time, even though they are really cool 80s wheels. I don't think muscle is gonna kick it, but I'm very curious to see what we got in here. No, these are they just don't work. They just look so weird. Yeah, they're not right for this car. I think high end is going to be slightly too modern for this car. Yeah, it just doesn't look right with most of these wheels. There's nothing really retro apart from like the old muscle wheels for this car. We need like a retro wheel section. Come on, Rockstar, that needs to be in the next update. We need to have a retro wheel section. So we could try and make this sort of more like a modernized version of the Lamborghini. But again, these are all sort of like tuner looking wheels. I don't think any of these are going to work. Yeah, especially these old school lowrider wheels. There's just nothing that works. No, these are all absolutely terrible. Okay, so after going through these wheels, I think I'm going to make the executive decision that stock is just best. We need a whole retro wheel system for this to look any better, because those wheels just, you can't really match that with what we've got inside of GTA as standard. So let's just move on. Spoiler, I'm going to go for the bigger spoiler this time. So instead of the classic, I'm feeling maybe the mid-level, because that just brings that right back to the end. It actually makes it look more like an Esprit. That's quite nice. Or maybe we should go for the Muscle Killer. But that is really just too much. Yeah, let's just go for the mid-level spoiler on this one. And also, let's just change this weather, because this is getting really sort of dull out here. There we go. Oh my god, the color change is absolutely mental. That was getting really dark and miserable. Oh, now that is Miami Vice now. Now the sun is on it. Beautiful. Let's just go for the vehicle options again. Back to menus, custom. So, skirts. I'm going to go for the carbon skirts on this one. Then on the exhaust, I'm going to go for the chrome tip. Like that one, and then the chassis, let's just go for the other ones, the gills this time, in carbon. There we go, carbon grills. Then on to the front, I'm going to go for the carbon race splitter right there. Then we're going to go for the carbon engine block, and then I'm going to hide that engine cover. There we go. That's pretty cool. I tell you what though, I'm really I'm stuck between these two because I really like louvers, but that does look cool with the engine exposed. Then it's just a case of upgrading everything right here. And then picking another color for the paint because, I don't know, let's try and find something that's a bit more wacky this time. So you guys always have a go at me for using utility in one. Let's try metal. I'm thinking pure gold, but I just want to make this look like some sort of like rich guy in the 80s would have owned this. I don't know. I'm really unsure about the colors on these ones actually, because it's so old that a lot of colors don't look that right. Or I could just go for something like, oh, look at that midnight blue. Oh, that is nice. I should have done that for the other one. These are really nice blues. These are in the utility section. Don't know why I was scared to do it because some of you guys moan about it, but these colors are great. What are you moaning about? Do you know what? I'm going to go for red on this one because it just looks like a Ferrari at the front and it goes really nicely with all the other colors. I think that's a really nice color. And that is that. Now pretty much done. So there we go. I would love for you guys to let me know which one you prefer out of these two. There was nothing too extreme. I didn't want to go anything crazy with this because it is just perfect on its own. But there we go, guys. That is it. I actually prefer this one in red. I've got to say, it's just a nicer color. But there were some definitely better shades of blue that I could have used. But there we go, guys. That is it. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. I will be checking out the other cars that were added in this latest update very, very soon. So we've got 3 more cars to look at. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.